Welcome back, Mr. J family. Welcome back, angels. It is me, Mr. J, with the Mr. J Show. And we're checking out one more from James's channel. Feeling Good. And this is also from the Las Vegas show. Anyways, angels, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hit that super thanks button, and or join Patreon, link in the description. But like always, let's get it.
How you guys feeling?
We love you, Angelina!
Love you too. You're just feeling good because you guys sure make me feel real good, so. Flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on back, you know how I feel.
I'm sorry, give me a second. My allergies are killing me. My eyes are starting to get dry and itchy, and if I start rubbing them, they're gonna get puffy and worse, so I need to, like, leave my eyes alone. I'll get eye drops after this one.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. The sea, you know how I feel. You know how I feel. A blossom on the tree. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Sounds when you shine, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies are having fun, you know what I mean.
I'm still fascinated by this strange, amazing technique she uses with her vibrato. I still can't put my finger on it. And it's not this vibrato that you guys are talking about in the comments section. It's something completely different, so stop it in the comments, angels. We've already had the conversation about vibrato. What I'm talking about is not that. Anywho, angels. There's a particular technique she uses to get a particular sound when it comes to, I would say, her lower tone vibrato almost. And I have a general idea of how she does it and how it works as far as anatomically. What part of her throat and or true and false chords. I understand the anatomy of it, but as a musician myself, when I hear something new that I can't explain how it's done, it's so incredibly fascinating to me. And I think that's why I get so... Hold on. Knock it off, Mrs. B. And I think that's one thing that really gets me with Angelina Jordan is she's got so much talent that even old heads like me that has been singing for 20, 30 years, she brings new techniques new to me, anyways. And it's really incredible to see and hear.
Sleep in peace one day is done. That's what I'm in. More in the wrong word for me. And I'm feeling good. You shine, you know how I feel.
It feels like it's above the larynx, above the true vocal folds.
And
Sorry, I gotta see that again. Takes it all the way away. Back up. She has very, very good situational awareness when it comes to knowing how powerful her particular voice is, right? It just amazes me. It just some things she does just completely, and I've been a follower. I've been an angel for a couple years now. Whenever the weird FIFA thing was when I was first so whenever that was like 2 years ago, right? My point is though is over the past 2 years I've listened and watched everything from like very tiny Angelina, where she doesn't even have all her teeth grown in yet. She's that young, little barefoot princess, right? And now as an adult, uh, she has her voice has matured so much over the time between she was like tiny and now. It's almost mind-boggling because although you still hear kind of the same characteristics as she did when she was a child, right? But as she's maturing into her voice, she's learning new tips and tricks to push her vocals just to the stratosphere, in my humble opinion. And it's just my opinion. I'm just a guy on the internet that plays a whole bunch of instruments and sings and stuff. But yeah, I'm just a random. This is just my opinion. But she's been honing her skill since she was tiny, and over the years she's picked up all these little tiny nuances, and now she's kind of putting them all together, and it's a really incredible and I know she's not done singing. I just want to get this out of the way. It's just a really incredible thing to watch. Every time I kind of catch something new that she's doing, right? And so yeah, it's amazing, and she's only 18. So by the time she's 20, she's going to be unstoppable, because if she keeps progressing her and growing more into her voice, it's only going to get better. Which is hard to believe because it's already darn near perfect. And I'll say one more thing. Sorry, it's my show. I'll pause, talk when I feel like it. But sorry, I gotta stop rubbing my eyes or it's gonna get puffy. The one last thing I have to say is she sounds just as good, if not better, live than she does on a something that's been done in a recording studio, which is saying something. No pitch correction or auto tune for this one, I'll tell you that much. I have seen far too many videos to believe that she uses any type of like. I challenge Wings of Pegasus. He's a friend of the channel. I challenge Wings of Pegasus. No, actually, don't do that. But Wings sometimes watches my videos, so Wings, don't do this. But he kind of like shows when people are using pitch correction and stuff like that. He's a musician like me who talks about music and stuff like that. But she sounds so good live. It's just an incredible thing to see.
Amazing. I'm so happy that I got to see a lot of familiar faces from the first show. And I'm like, oh my god. It makes me so happy. Thank you all so much for coming. And I'm like, I got to see a lot of familiar faces from the first show. So happy that I got to see a lot of familiar faces from the first show.
Oh, a lot of familiar faces from the first show. Okay, I always try to listen to what she says at the end because I'm always just so enthralled and like involved in the music, but I want to know her as a person as well because she's not just a beautiful vocalist. She has got a wonderful soul, in my opinion. She's always shown that throughout the years. And so I just always like hearing her perspective on things. She's always such a positive person, even when there's stuff in the background going on, which I've talked about before. I'm not going to bring it up again. We talk in the comments about shady dealings in the recording business. Those of you that talk to me in the comments know what I'm referring to, but she's always this beautiful, smiling, like beacon of hope. I love it, She's always very positive. She'll hopefully be a role model to a lot of young women as her career progresses. I don't have any children yet, so, if I do or when I do, I don't know. I spend my days making a show on YouTube, so not a lot of prospects out there for Mr. J because I put all my time into my work, basically, I sit here in front of a computer 4 to 5 hours a day for almost no pay. But that's fine. Money isn't everything. Not for me, anyways. I'm one of those people that if I just enjoy doing something, like my show, I'll keep doing it. That's why I've been doing this for 2.5 years, almost three. I think it'll be 3 years in October. But it's because it's fun. I enjoy doing it. That's it. That's really it. I like listening to music. I like talking about music. So it seems like the perfect job. My point is it doesn't matter that I don't make a lot of money doing this because most stuff is copyrighted, of course, and I understand that as a musician. I understand that more than I guess most YouTubers that aren't musicians. I understand that, but I just do this because I enjoy it. I wouldn't have continued to um you might think this is hyperbolic, but I've put out 1,600 and something videos in the past 2.5 years. 1,600. So obviously I enjoy doing this because you guys have seen me put out 10, 20 videos in a day. And that's a lot of work. But I enjoy it. And I really, since I'm all over the place when it comes to music. I have so many different groups of people that I have conversations with in the comment section, because every kind of like super fan group has their own little group. You have the Angels, for Angelina Jordan, and I'm not going to bring up other artists because we're talking about obviously Angelina Jordan, but all these other artists also have a name for their group, similar like the Angels. And it's really fun interacting with all these different groups, and they share their insight of maybe something I don't know about a group's history, and it's a learning experience. I don't know. I like what I do, I guess. That's all I'm trying to say is I like what I do. I never thought that this channel would get this big so quickly, but it did, and I'm grateful for it. But yeah, I wouldn't be where I am without every single one of you. So thank you, Angels. I really appreciate it. Wow, I've been talking for 20 minutes almost. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to let you guys know I appreciate all of you. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hit that super thanks button, and or join Patreon, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.